Hey everybody, happy Monday and happy June. I love when the first of the month falls on a Monday. Fresh start to the week, fresh start to the month. Just who knows what this month's gonna bring, huh? But let's start it off on the right foot. We've got a Monday burn for you. We're gonna be burning some muscles this morning. Good morning, Blair. Hey, good morning, Janet. We'll get started in a minute. Give people a minute to jump on. So you will need actually kind of a variation of weights this morning. Hey, good morning, Roseanne. Happy Monday. A variation of weights. So you're going to need some lighter weights to get started, and then we will kind of up the weights a little bit. So as I announced to my Insanity class, I am doing something called the Ultimate Reset, which is a clean eating detox. I'm doing that for 3 weeks. So I am supposed to be taking the intensity down in my workouts. I'm actually not supposed to even be working out, but I can't not work out. It's just not in my blood. So I'm going to be using very light weights for the next couple of weeks. But you guys are definitely going to be using what you feel is best and what feels good for your body. And I think we're probably going to get started. Everyone, oh, hey, Crystal, good morning. Hope everyone's doing well today and ready to get this week started. Off on the right foot. All right. You guys ready to go? Let's do this. We're going to warm up first, as always. And as always, play some music in the background if you got it. I don't play it on Facebook Live. So let's get it going here. You don't need a whole lot of space for these workouts, just a little bit. All right, so let's do side-to-side lunges to get started, okay? So nice wide stance. We are going to shift from side to side. So we're going to do side to side, but we're going to hold for a couple of seconds on each side. Heels are always connected with the floor. Chest is forward. This is why we warm up. I just fell over. My balance is off this morning. Side to side. All right, we're going to keep that wide stance. Maybe bring it in just a little bit. We're going to do a squat, touch the floor. So I personally am not quite ready to get to the floor yet. My legs are not warm enough. But you are going to drive your fingertips to the floor, towards the floor. You don't have to touch the floor. You want to keep your chest forward, your shoulders back. And if you need to bring your feet in a little bit more, go for it. Yeah, whenever I say touch the floor on anything, that is always optional. You just want to be driving your fingertips towards the floor and sitting back on your heels and keeping those knees behind the toes. We are doing a good amount of squats and lunges today. Lower body, we're going to be feeling that burn. Okay, we are going to move onto the floor for the next two moves. We are going to put our knees down because it's the warm-up, and we're going to do some push-ups, okay? So nice wide hands, knees on the floor. Snap, crackle, pop. You can tell it's the morning, and this is the warm-up. And just like the rest of the moves, you do not have to go full range of motion here. Just going to get that upper body warmed up. All right, my personal favorite warm-up move. We're going to stay on the floor, but we're going to bring our hands a little bit closer. Down dog, and then you're going to lunge one leg forward. Back to down dog, other leg forward. So down dog is all about getting those heels pressed to the floor as much as possible. And then once you lunge forward, depending on your range of motion and how worn you are this morning, just bring your foot as far forward as you can. All right, we're going to stand it up and we're going to go back to the side-to-side lunges. We do not have a lot of cardio this morning. So all that means is that I think we have one move, the out and in squat jumps, that is a plyometric isometric move. Everything else is strength training. It doesn't mean your heart rate's not going to be up. It just doesn't mean it just means we're not doing a whole lot of jumping. We're not doing like jumping jacks, stuff like that. The strength training will definitely get your heart rate up pretty good. And actually, you should start to feel it elevated right now a little bit. Okay, squat, touch the floor. Feet are still wide. Turn your toes out a little bit if you need to. The second time through, I'm already feeling I'm going down to the floor. So that's the point of the warm-up, is get your body working. I was not able to touch the floor the first time through, and now I'm feeling limber. Good stuff. But once again, you do not have to touch the floor. I'm just saying. But this is why we warm up. Way back on those heels. Shoulders are back. Chest is forward. As always. All right, back to knee push-ups. So when you do push-ups on your knees, you want to make sure your butt's not up like this, that your head, neck, and spine are in alignment, just like you're doing a plank. You do not have to go all the way down. This is just to warm up the upper body. You feel this in your back a little bit, upper back, in a good way. All right, we're going to bring those hands in a little bit closer. Starting in plank, we're going from down dog to spider lunge. You decide how long you hold each one. If you want to hold it a little bit longer in the lunge, stretch out those hip flexors, go for it. You're feeling like your calf muscles, your back need a little extra. Hang out in that down dog. A few more seconds. All right, you guys, go ahead and walk your hands back towards your feet. We're going to roll it up slowly. And we're going to get started. Okay, so make sure you know where your water is. Hey, Kathy, good morning. Make sure you know where your water is. Make sure that you have a variation of weights. Excuse me. Hey, good morning, Sarah. What's going on? All right, we're going to get started. So we have 3 blocks today. We've got some planking and V-ups in the middle, and we are starting with block 1. So we've got 3 moves that we're going to be doing for 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We're going to be doing block 1 3 times, okay? So no lengthy breaks in between until we get to, hey, good morning, Laura, until we get to the plank before we do our plank at the end of block 1. So sumo calf raise, hold, and flies. Your first block, you're probably going to go with some slightly lighter weights because we are going to be doing a lot of shoulders. So I'll probably be using these anyways because I don't have 8s. I've got 10s or 5s. All right, so we are going to do sumo calf raises and flies. So this is what this is going to look like. Laura's going to love this one, my ballerina over there. You're going to come up on your toes in a sumo squat. I need to bring my feet in a little bit. And then you're going to do lateral flies, okay? All right, you guys ready? 45 seconds. And go. So, you should be feeling this. This feels a little bit like bar. If you've ever done bar before, they really do. Some challenging isometric hold moves, especially in the lower body. So when you're doing the flies, you want to make sure you're not going way up here, just to your shoulders. You're going to feel that burn big time. Take breaks if you need them. You can also just do a sumo squat hold without coming up on the toes. The toes just kind of engage the calf muscles a little more. And I forgot to mention, tummy tucked in. Come on, guys. Oh yeah, it's burning. We're almost there. And time. Nice job, guys. Woo! Alrighty, squat front, squat hold front raises. So we're going to continue to hold a squat. We're not coming up on our toes that time. So if you had trouble with your balance in that first move, this one will be a little bit easier for you. So we're going to hold a squat. I'm going to come forward and down. Here we go. So this is just a regular squat. You should be way back on your heels. You shouldn't be like this, and you shouldn't be like this, okay? You should be sitting back. Arms are just coming up right in front of your shoulders. That's why I said lighter weights, guys. All this shoulder stuff can get really tough. So you want to make sure you're doing everything to the best of your ability. If you're doing this, that's no good for your lower back. So you want to make sure that you're staying nice and strong. So you're going to need your core for this. Tuck that core in. Come on. Turn your toes out a little bit when you do. Woo! How are those legs feeling? Oh yeah, happy Monday. Good morning. Almost there, guys. And rest. Shake it out. All right, wide squat hold, alternating shoulder press. We're doing a lot of squat holds. I get it. But we are really isolating those lower body muscles. All right, so here we go. Wide squat. So we're back to wide, toes out a little bit. You're going to sit, alternating shoulder presses. You may be able to go up in weights for this one. All right, here we go. The shoulder presses are a little bit different than lateral presses, or lateral raises. So if you feel like your heart rate is really, really climbing right now, it's because of this right here. As always, make sure your tummy is tucked in, okay? So you're driving your navel in, almost like you're trying to tuck it in to touch your spine, which can't happen, but we're trying for it, right? Come on. All those legs feeling, woo, take breaks when you need to, and then go back down a little bit lower. Oh yeah, they're shaking. All right, time's up. Nice job, guys. All right, we're gonna repeat. My fan is going on. All right, we are going back to sumo calf raise, holds, and flies. So as always, you can do any of these without weights. All right, here we go, toes out. And lift, and go. So this isn't some kind of Monday trick where you absolutely have to come up on your toes. This is a major balance thing, and you're really going to feel it over on the side here. Guys, do the best you can. I find if I bring my feet in a little bit closer towards each other, my balance is better with coming up on my toes. When I'm way far out, I can't do it as well. So find what works for you. Keep that tummy tucked in. Come on, guys. Laura, are you loving this one or what? Almost there, guys. 3, 2, rest. Shake it out. All right. Yeah, it's really tough to do these with any heavy weight, so hopefully everyone has some lighter weights. Soup cans work really well for 5s here. Okay, squat, hold, front raise. Bring those feet in a little bit. Sit and raise. So yeah, you can have your palms facing each other. You don't have to do like this. Either one is fine. Whatever works for you. This one's a really tough one not to get your lower back involved, so try to pay attention to your form. Pretend there is a chair behind you. And actually, if you have one, you can actually use it. It will definitely help out. Pretend there's a chair behind you and you're sitting, just tapping your butt down on it. Core is engaged. We're doing some major isolating moves right now, guys. And how bad are we sweating? Gotta love it. All right? Almost there. 3, 2, and rest. Shake it out, shake it out. All right, guys. Wide squat hold, alternating shoulder press. This one's a little bit easier on the upper body, not on the lower body though. All right, here we go. Wide squat, sit, and press. Alternating presses. You'd be surprised how much you need your core for these moves, you guys. Because if you just let your core go, your lower back automatically just does this. Excuse me, I know I talk a lot about keeping your core tucked, but it's so important. There's so many lower back injuries out there that can be prevented with good form. Not everybody, but come on, guys, you got this. come on. And time. All right. One more time. Guys, we've got a lot less isolating holds for the lower body in block 2. So we're going to go through this one more time. We're going to give it everything we got. We're going to try not to take breaks the best we can. Okay, even though it burns. All right, here we go. Sumo calf raise. Super wide on the toes and go out to the side. I feel like ballerinas with this move, right? Inner thigh workout, big time. Tummy's tucked in. I have to remind myself. So go ahead and squeeze those shoulder blades in the back a little bit. You can bring your arms up. We're just going as high as your shoulders. Come on, guys. Not less than 20 seconds. You can do this. Come on. Woo! Come on, hold on there. Hold on. And rest. Way to go, you guys. I'm burning too. All right, squat hold, front raises. Here we go. Regular squat hold. Feet about wider than hip width apart. You're sitting and raising. Here we go. So if you want, you can also do this one alternating. That's completely up to you. That may have to do with a little bit of your core. If you feel like you have better control in your core by doing alternating, that works. And also, if 2 weights is too much, you can always take one and hold it like that. So guys, if anybody's having any pain in their knees, that shouldn't be happening. Make sure you're sitting back on your heels. These moves are tough because you really got to pay attention to what your upper body's doing and what your core is doing. So sometimes you forget and your knees start to do this. But really, really try to focus. Almost there, guys. And we're up. Final move of block 1, and we've already got 1 block down. Let's do this. Wide squat hold, alternating shoulder press. I want everyone to give it everything they got. So that means get low. All right, here we go. Come on, guys. I know it burns. We've only got 1 hold move in block 2, okay? And it's in lunge, so it's different. You can do this. So we've got some planking in between. So even though it burns, I want you to try to stay in it for as long as you can, okay? On fire. Whew. And if you come up really quick just to take the burn off for a second. I literally feel like there's a flame next to my legs right now. They are burning. Woo! 3, 2, and rest. Guys, I couldn't see you, but I know you worked hard in that block. You had to. It was a tough block. All right, walk it off a little bit, grab some water. We are definitely going to feel this one tomorrow in a good way though. So this just proves that what you do during your workout is more important than how long your workout is. So we're not really using heavy weights right now, and I'm sure that you guys are sweating like I am. I'm dripping sweat. All right, so now we've got a 1-minute plank hold together as a team. I'm going to let you decide whether this is a high plank or a low plank, but just keep in mind that we are doing low planks later in the workout, so you may want to make this one a high plank. All right, 1 minute. You guys ready? Hands below the shoulders, feet are wide, head, neck, spine in alignment, and go. So do your best to set yourself up in a good plank, okay? So you want to make sure that you're not way back here. Your shoulders should always be right over your hands. I know that makes it harder, but that's the point. You also want to make sure you're not like this, because that's just too comfortable. You can always drop your knees. See how my upper body didn't change? My positioning is the same, right? So my core is still being engaged here. We got 20 seconds. Tuck your tummy, squeeze your butt. Ugly butt, guys. Squeeze it. 10 seconds, come on. And rest. Nice job, you guys. Alrighty, woo. So now we move on to block 2. Hey Carolina, good morning girl. Block 2, all right. Squat to toes and press. So I wanna encourage you guys to go up in weights a little bit for this one, okay? We're gonna be doing basically squat presses, but you're gonna be coming up on your toes. We've done these before, but these are using legs, so you can probably go a little heavier. And then we've got a lunge hold, slow punch. You're gonna need your light weights again for that one. And then out and in squat jumps, the only move we're doing today that does not require weights. And our only cardio move. All right, squat to toes and press. I'm gonna stick with my 5s. Because like I said, I'm supposed to be taking the intensity down. Sure doesn't feel like I am though. All right, so this is what it looks like. You're squatting, and then you're pressing up on your toes, okay? So you're using your legs to get those weights up overhead. You guys ready? This one is 40 seconds on, okay? So not 45. We're taking it down a little bit. And go. Squat, press up on the toes. So if you're having too much balance trouble coming up on your toes, guess what? You don't. Lean back on the heels. Use the legs to get that weight up. The lower your squat, the more power you're pulling in from your legs. We know we're helping out our balance this morning, that's for sure, right? And our heart rate is going up with this one for sure. Full body move right here. All right, rest up. Lunge hold, slow punch. So we're doing this for 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other. I will let you know when to switch. So we're gonna hold the lunge. Start on whatever side you want. So you're in lunge position, punching, bringing it in, punching. Light weights for this one, guys. You guys ready? And go. Shoulders over the hips. That back knee is down. Your weight is in that front heel. You are slowly punching. 3, 2, switch. This is a quick switch. This is not a break. Come on, guys. Woo! This is our last hold move of our workout. For lower body anyways. We'll keep that in mind, and time. All right, nice job, you guys. Out and in squat jumps. You can hold weights for this one if you want, but you don't need to. So what this looks like is you're sitting in narrow squat, open, close, just like this, okay? Also known as chair squats. You guys ready? And go. So options, step in, step out. The important part is that your heels don't leave the floor. They are pressed in as you open and as you close. So please don't be on your toes. Please keep those knees tracking over your shoelaces, over your top of your foot. Chest is forward. 3, 2, and rest. Okay, let's do it again. Squat to toes and press. Grab those heavier weights if you can. Let's do it again. All right, feet a little bit wider than the hips. You guys ready? And go. Squat, press up on those toes. So if you can hold a little bit on those toes without falling over, a little extra challenge for you. You want to make sure you're in control. You're going to be in control for one and not so much the other. Yes, the theme for today is the extra burn and the holding moves. Come on, guys, 5 seconds. And rest. All right, lunge, hold, slow punch. Remember, we've only got 20 seconds on each side. Focus on one side at a time, right? Okay, one leg forward, one leg back. And lunge. Alternating slow punches. Please keep your tummy tucked in, guys. Keep your weight in that front heel. Almost there, almost there. 3, 2, quick switch, not a break. Very, very small break. Come on, you guys. Slow punches. Sweat is dripping. We are working hard. Keep it going. 3, 2, and rest. Whew. Okay, out and in squat jumps. Wipe off that sweat real quick. Here we go. No weights, or like I said, you can hold your weights. If you're holding your weights, they're right here in front of your chest. All right, narrow, squat, and in and out. Go. I cannot emphasize enough pressing your heels into the floor. So at no time during this move should your knees be coming forward, okay? And options, step out, step in. I promise you're gonna get the same burn. And if you feel like your heart rate is jacking up big time, that's because we're working our lower body. You felt that in block 1. Come on, we got less than 10 seconds. All right, time's up. Way to go, you guys. One more time through block 2. Time flies when you're working hard and having fun, right? Okay, here we go. Squat to toes and press, final time. Should be challenging. You definitely should feel like you need your legs to get that weight up over your head. So if it feels too easy, you know what to do. All right, and go, 40 seconds. Balance is getting worse as we go. So remember, if you're focusing too much on coming up on your toes, just don't do that part. Squat and press without the toes, without coming up on your toes. Toes just get the calf muscles a little extra here. Come on, 10 seconds. And then we're done with this one. Get a little lower in that squat, guys, come on. And rest. Nice job, guys. Lunge, hold, slow punch. Last time, 20 seconds each side. Come on, I want everybody getting in their lowest lunge. Let's do this. One leg forward, drop, and punch. Let's go. 90-degree angles with those legs. Guys, 20 seconds is all you have. You can do anything for 20 seconds. Even hold a lunge. 10 seconds left. Come on. Don't come up any higher. And switch. Quick, quick, quick. Yes, one side might be harder than the other. And those legs are tired. And we're up. Woo! Grinded through those last few seconds. I was feeling that one. All right, out and in squat jumps last time. Let's do it, guys. You ready? And sit. Let's go. Out, in. Don't worry about how fast you're going. If you want to move faster, that works, but just make sure you're as low as you can get. This is the last time we're doing this move. You want to make sure those knees stay back. That's your important part. So your legs should look like this, 90 degrees. That's right. All right, I'll worry about it. And rest. All right, guys, let's take a break. I got one kid upstairs who's not doing his schoolwork, and another one who's not really minding their own business. So let's see how this goes the next 15 minutes. Okay, V hold 1 minute. So I want you guys to grab water, towel off, and then we're gonna do a little ab work. Not that planking's not ab work, but. Okay. So if you watched the preview video last night, you know that there's many options for this V hold. This is option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4. You are focusing mainly on keeping your spine straight and your tailbone tucked in and your core tucked in, okay? That is your focus. Doesn't matter if your legs are up, down, hands on the floor. You need to keep this tight. You guys ready? 1 minute. And go. So you may be able to start out like this, and then maybe drop those legs. So here's the thing. We've worked our legs a lot so far. Make sure your legs are being lifted by your abs, not by your quads. So if your quads are feeling super sore right now, like mine are, try to think about lifting your legs with your lower abs. That changes things a little bit. Drop a little bit. Give my legs a rest, my lower back. So if your lower back starts to hurt, I want you guys to reset your positioning. And I want you to put your hands down. Maybe lean back a little bit further. Your lower back should not be involved at all with this move, you guys. We've got 10 seconds. Focus. Navel tucked in, come on. 2, 1, all right. Nice job. Okay, we're down to our final block. So we've got tricep kickback holds, row hold squat tap outs, and slow seated twists. So we do have some isometric holds in this last block, but nothing like the first block. I got that one out of the way. All right, tricep kickback hold. So medium weights for this one, depending on the strength of your triceps. So feet are going to be hip width apart, knees are going to be soft. You're hinging at your hips like we're going to do a bent row. You're going to do that row, and then you're going to do alternating. I don't think I wrote alternating in there. Alternating tricep kickback holds. You guys ready? We're back to 45 seconds of work. And go. So you're holding and releasing. Holding and releasing. Straight. So your arms should be lined up with your spine. I know it's kind of hard to figure that out if you don't have a mirror. I can see myself, so it's easy for me, but come on, guys. So as always, guess what I'm going to talk about again? Your core. Because if you just let your core go, look what happens to my lower back. No good. Tuck it in. Your core works very hard during this move. Come on, guys. 15 seconds. Let's go. Don't speed it up. That's not what I mean by let's go. I mean keep going. Hold. Release. Come on. One more on each side. We got this. All right. Nice job, team. Row, hold, squat, tap outs. Take your break. I'm going to show you what we're doing. Narrow squat. We are rowing. We are holding this position. You're tapping out. You're tapping in. So I'm sitting back on my heels and basically doing a one-sided squat. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. Feet below the hips. You're going to squat, hinge at the hips, pull the elbows in. Hold it right here. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And go. Tap out, tap in. You're squeezing your shoulder blades in the back. You're tucking your core in. You're pressing your heel into the floor. So you're not shifting like this. You're tapping out on your toe. So you're basically doing a one-legged squat on that one leg, okay? Sit back, stick that butt out, that helps. Come on, guys, you got this. Try not to look forward like I'm doing, look down at the floor. That will help things a little bit. Come on, team, come on. 3, 2, and rest. Slow seated twists. I highly recommend upping your weights a little bit. I'm actually gonna grab my 10. It's easier to hold one weight than it is for two, but you can obviously use 2 weights. Okay, so you're gonna be in C-sit position. We are hitting one hip, not hitting, but reaching for one hip, and then the other. We are holding on each side. 45 seconds, let's go. This break's so long. Shoulders are back, chest is high. So from the side, we are, just like we were in our V hold, right? Your spine is straight, you're keeping your tailbone tucked in and your tummy tucked in, right? So you don't want to be like this. This will not only hurt your lower back, but you're not getting the most out of this move that you can be. I mean, let's face it, you guys showed up, you might as well work hard and get the most out of this, right? So make sure you're not going quickly. Hold on each side. 3, 2, and rest. Okay. Back to tricep kickback holds. Are we ready? Let's do this. So if you felt like you probably could have handled a little bit more weight with that one, you know what to do. You don't need me to tell you to work a little bit harder. Maybe you do, but you guys have to challenge yourselves too since we're all at home. Okay, here we go. 45 seconds. Go. Alternating. Hold. Release. Yes, that is the speed that we're going on at. Hold. Release. The work is in the press back, so you're squeezing the back of the arm. Good core check. Is your tummy tucked in? I am like literally dripping on the floor. And I'm using 5. I've been using 5 pounds this whole time. Man, oh man. My heart rate is at a pretty good pace right now. So this is just proof that you don't need to hold heavy weights to get a good workout in. If you're trying to get stronger, that's what you want to do. For sure. Come on guys, almost there. And rest. Okay. Row hold, squat tap outs. Wait, my sweat. Whew. Here we go. All right, team. Narrow squat. Sit way back. Elbows in. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Here we go. So yeah, we just got a little bit lower second time through. I want you guys to actually look down at the floor. I'm going to try to talk while I look down too. So this is what this move looks like from the side. I'm tucking, notice how I just tucked my core in? My shoulder blades are squeezed. So yeah, you're kind of looking down at the floor for this one, but you want to make sure you're in a squat position. So notice when I tap out, my right leg didn't do anything. So I'm holding that squat. I'm squeezing those shoulder blades, almost like I'm trying to touch the tips of my shoulder blades together. Don't make this about your neck, make this about your upper back, okay? And rest. Nice job, guys. Okay, back down to the floor. Ideally one weight, you can use 2, but I just find it easier to hold one. All right, slow seated twists. Definitely go a little heavier with this one if you are able to. All right, we're gonna lean back, core is engaged, let's go. Slow, right? You're holding at each hip. Come on guys, we are very close to being done. Now is not the time to take it down a notch. Now is the time to up your weights, to maybe hold a little extra. This is when it's super hard, but this is when the magic happens, when you're really, really tired. But this is how you build muscle, by working through that fatigue and that pain. As long as it's not like back pain or knee pain, you know, that burning muscle pain. That's what you want to be working through. And time. Okay, we're going to do this block one more time. Let's finish up block 3, shall we? All right, you guys, tricep kickback holds. Last chance to up that weight. You don't have to, but just saying. All right, here we go. Feet hip width apart. Knees are soft. Hinge at the hips. Tuck in the elbows, and let's go. Hold and release. So here's another little extra trick for you. A lot of the times when we do tricep kickbacks, we do this with our wrists, right? See what I'm doing? Keep your wrist straight. Watch what happens to your tricep. Oh yeah, right? It becomes a little bit harder. Just a little extra tip. I know we all tend to do this. Keep that, work that forearm a little bit too. That'll help your grip strength. So if you ever feel like you're tired from holding heavy weights, those are your forearm muscles. This move, especially if you keep your wrists nice and straight there, your forearm nice and straight, will help your forearm muscles strengthen a little bit. So, come on guys, don't rush this move. And rest. All right, I personally like that one. I love anything with triceps. No, I'm crazy. All right, row hold, squat, tap outs. Last time, another chance to, so this is another one where you can up your weights because you're working your back muscles, right? Okay, feet hip width apart. Sit, pull in, squeeze, and here we go. So you are as low as you can get in squat right now. So that means you are pressing into your heels. You actually kind of want your toes to come up in the front because that means you're sitting so far back. So you should be feeling this in your booty. If you're wondering where in your legs you should feel this, your butt, mostly. And of course, your back. Squeeze. I'm squeezing as hard as I can back there. Whew. Come on, team. Keep working hard. Don't give up. We're almost there. Starting to stand up a little bit. And time. All right, slow seated twist. Last move of block 3. And we got a 1 minute low plank hold, and then we're done. I did mention last night this was a shorter one. Doesn't mean we're not working hard, that's for sure. Okay. Here we go. You guys ready? So yeah, you want to be leaning back as far as you can while engaging your core. Here we go. Hip to hip. Super slow. The slower the better. If you're wondering if you're going slow enough, go even slower. Feel it in the front. Remember, trying to do this, right? You're not going to be doing your core really any favors by doing that. And if you feel your lower back starting to get involved, you can sit up a little bit. You can come forward, reset, grab your weight, and do it again. You also want to make sure, pretend there's somebody behind you holding your tailbone in, right? Like holding you right here so it can't kick out. That will kind of help keep your core engaged. Almost there, guys. 5 seconds. All right. Go ahead and put those weights away. Here we go. Sip of water, towel off. We've got a 1 minute low plank hold. So yeah, I want everyone to give this a try. Typically low planks are harder than high planks. Some people think they're easier. I am not one of those people. But if you have wrist problems, you probably like this one better. So we've got 1 minute of work left, guys, and our Monday workout is done. All right, here we go. Low plank hold, 1 minute. So that doesn't mean you can't take breaks. That certainly does not mean that. But you want to do the best you can. Hold that plank as long as you can. I bet every single person on here can hold the plank for 1 minute. It's all up here, right? Mental toughness. Final minute. Let's do this. Elbows below the shoulders. Back is flat. Feet are wide. And go. So once again, you're squeezing your butt. Ugly butt, guys. I can't emphasize that enough. The more you squeeze, immediately your core engages, right? Options. Knees down. Notice how I didn't do this. All I did was drop my knees. My core is still working very, very hard. It's not working hard if you're doing this though, so just make sure that your back is flat. So flat that you should be able to put your breakfast on it and it shouldn't spill. Come on, guys. 20 seconds to go. We got this. Come on, strong body. Keep it going. Come on, team. Come on. 3, 2, and rest. Let's do a little down dog. We're going to do a little floor stretching, so no need to get up. I hope you guys are feeling good after that. I mean, today's workout felt different than some of the other workouts we've done. I don't know about you guys. That was a like 300 calorie burger for me, and I used the lightest weights possible. So that just proves that any kind of movement is good movement, right? All right, so we are in child's pose, wide knees. You're going to bring your butt back to your heels the best you can. So we are going to thread our right arm under our body. We're going to try to press that right shoulder to the floor. And hold it right there. The left arm is still extended. And then extend that right arm. Left arm threads under the body. Press that left shoulder. All right, guys, both arms extend. So we're going to come up onto all fours. We are going to bring our right leg forward like we're doing a spider lunge again. We're going to back up that left knee. So this is a stretch that may not work for everybody. So if you do not have this kind of range of motion, you lift your knee up. That helps. You split your foot with your hands. My hands are on the inside of my foot. You definitely can do this, or you can do this. We're just trying to get our hip flexors stretched out, so do what works for you. All right, we're going to step that right leg back. Left leg comes forward, same thing. Dropping your knee to the floor is probably the most intense version of this stretch. So if that feels like too much, stretching should never be painful. All right, we're going to step that left leg back. We are on our toes. We're doing a little down dog, heels back. So you will probably notice that your down dog is a lot different than it was in the warm-up, right? I don't know about you guys. I couldn't get my heels back in the warm-up, so my body's warm. Go ahead and walk those hands in towards your feet. We are going to roll it up, chin to chest. We are going to do one more leg stretch because we worked our legs so much, so you might want to grab onto something. Quad stretch. Grab your ankle, flex your foot. And drop and switch. Alright guys, nice wide stance. I always like to take a nice deep breath at the end of workouts. Inhale and exhale. Happy Monday, happy June 1st. Way to start your month and your week off on the right foot, you guys. Thank you for those of you that joined this morning. And I'm having some issues downloading these from Facebook for some reason to YouTube. I wasn't able to get either workout from last week on YouTube. I don't know what's going on with Facebook lately, but they're not letting me like download the video. So I'm still trying. So hopefully this one will get up on YouTube. So if you have any friends or family that are not on Facebook that would that you think would benefit from these workouts, send them to my YouTube page. It's free. Just FYI. Okay. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your Monday, and I will see you soon.